everybody. I want to give you a quick brief on the Unit 6 discussion board, which in this case is a little bit different from the other discussion boards that you've had, in that the main post this week is a reflective essay. Now, I'll give you a couple extra days here rather than having to post by Friday for your first post. I would say you can post by the weekend. But when you post your reflective essay, there's a few parts that we have to consider here, and I'm going to go over them. There is a discussion on using the reflective essay found at the KU campus kaplan.edu's My Studies Academic Support Writing Center. Please take the time to review this. Right? This whole big area right here can help you organize your thoughts and come up with a very good essay. Remember, this is a college level essay writing, so you are going to want to make sure that you understand what's being asked and how you're going to write about it. So there's two scenarios that you can consider for your discussion board post. For the main post, you can choose discussion scenario A, which is paying the minimum on a credit card versus paying extra to get the credit card paid off early. So what you're going to do is you're going to access the credit card and compound interest worksheet. You'll find it online. There's a link on the discussion board. Use the blue area for scenario A. It will do the calculations for you. In other words, it'll calculate your minimum balance, the minimum amount due on paying off your credit card. So choose a credit card balance somewhere between $5,000 and $15,000 and assume that you have an 18% annual percentage rate on that card. You're going to do three things. You're going to calculate how long it would take you to pay off the credit card balance, only paying the minimum payment. Then you're going to choose an amount of time somewhere between 2 and 10 years and calculate the monthly payment to pay off the credit card balance in that amount of time. Finally, you're going to choose any amount over the minimum monthly payment and determine how long it would take you to pay off that credit balance. Okay, so that's three things. When you do your reflective essay, you should be addressing these issues. Do you think credit cards are a wise way to pay for your things? Do you think the credit cards are necessary? What would keep you from paying extra on a credit card? And what would it mean to you to be able to pay off the credit card early? What kind of money might you save? What would you be willing to give up or do in order to be able to pay extra on that credit card? So this is a reflective essay. It's a personal essay. Again, make sure that you look at the reflective essay format in the Writing Center for help. Here's B, discussion B. So you can choose A, the one, or you can choose scenario B, and it goes like this. Investing a smaller amount beginning early in life versus investing more each month sometime beginning later in life. You think, okay, I'm going to start investing when I'm in my 20s versus I'm going to start investing when I'm somewhere in my 50s or 40s. So access the credit card and compound interest worksheet. Use the pink area for scenario B, and this time it will do the calculations for you. Now again, the tasks right here. You're going to start by choosing how much you'll save each month. Somewhere between $100 and $500 uses your monthly addition. It's like a savings account. You keep up regularly and you pay. You choose a number of years, somewhere between 20 and 30, for your investment account to grow. And then you choose an interest rate between 3 and 10%. You can choose any number there, but set a compound interest rate to 12 times per year. What is the future value of your account? Something we'll discuss. Keep all the other factors the same, and this time change the number of years to between 5 and 15 for your investment to grow. What is the future value of your investment? Basically, what we're doing right here is we're saying if you choose between 20 and 30 years, you're going to be starting younger. If you choose between 5 and 15, you're starting later. So you want to compare those two numbers. And then address the following questions in your essay this time. What would you have to give up to start early, saving early? What would you have to give up if you began saving later? Right? What would it mean for you to have extra money each month available to you when you retire? And what would it mean to you feel secure about your money when you saved for your retirement? These are important questions, and I think that the reflective essay should be a good one. This is a really good personal subject for you. Okay, just a few other notes here on a reflective essay, choosing scenario A and B, and the calculations of the credit card interest worksheet. Let the worksheet do those problems, work out the numbers for you, but you're going to use those numbers and you're going to pick either scenario A or scenario B. When you write a reflective essay, it should have an introduction, at least 3 body paragraphs, and then a conclusion. Right? You think about it this way: the more specific you can be in your answer, probably the better. And that means that a paragraph, a body paragraph, has somewhere between 4 and 5 sentences at least. Right? Remember to use standard American English and content, organization, style, grammar, and mechanics. There's a note on where to find how to write a reflective essay. You also might want to make sure that you use a citation this time using APA format. There's a brief on how to find that. And then finally, review the KU plagiarism policy. You'll make sure that you understand what the plagiarism policy is here. It's very important that you don't take your work. If you find an essay that somebody's written on this somewhere else, do not repeat that essay. We'll find it, unfortunately, and we don't want you having to go through plagiarism to try and explain what you wrote that looked like somebody else's work. So that's very important that you pay attention to. Finally, there are 3 posts that are required for full credit in this area. Posts 2 and 3 need to be responses to a classmate's essay, and what it should be is something that resonates with you. What does that mean? Why did it resonate to you? How is the situation same or different? Let's say I were answering this. If I answered my essay with scenario A, I might look for classmates who use scenario A and another one that used scenario B, right? And note what they did differently than you. Note what they did the same as you. Try and write a situation how you might think of it differently if they had written something in. What might you have done differently, or what might you have added? What did you learn, right? If you wrote an essay about credit cards, at least one reply must be from a classmate who wrote about investing, right? So that means that if you answered A, you must at least choose one that has B. Your responses can also incorporate some of what you learned from investing in the Unit 5 discussion too. Don't forget that we learned a lot about percentages and personal loans, so this might be a really good place for you to incorporate that information as well. Good luck in your post this week. I'm looking forward to reading what you've done.